Gentleman Rashad. I know that's your folks. I know you guys might have a good track record with that. Other just kind of seemingly came out of nowhere with their march, and nobody really knows anything about anything. So it has a lot of people kind of skeptical, and we don't want any type of skepticism right now because we've already dealt with a bunch of riffraffs. We didn't really know them, and then they jumped out of a window with the bullshit, and now we had to clean up their mess. It's pretty much cleaned up now because these niggas were non-factors, but we just cleaned up a whole mess with these secure the clown fools. We cleaned that up, and everything is packed up and done, and that's out of here. But we don't want another situation, and a lot of people don't feel like a lot of people feel like we don't want a situation where we just don't know who's who, and they're speaking about something so serious. You understand? And if they're doing their thing, that's fine. That's fine. But again, we are looking into having ours, pushing it back to the 5th, push it back a couple of weeks so we'll still have time to get everybody together. Still want to get Marcel, still want to get Teslin, possibly Claude Anderson out there in DC. Jay will be involved. Reza, get brother Reza involved. Holler at Sister Camilla, get her involved, and really get this thing popping. Juicy, have you involved in this too? So we're thinking about, well, we're working on it. We're going to see what we can get popping. I definitely want to get it done before the elections so that this will have an influence on the election. And again, understanding the law and understanding the Constitution, they can't deny us a permit. That's why they never really denied us a permit. They just lollygagged and they filibustered and they never reached back out to us. So we're hitting them up and we're going to start putting some pressure on these folks to make this happen because they're not going to play this game where they give us the runaround and then they're throwing permits to other people. No, 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 no. We got to get some straightening as far as that. I was going to just kind of let it go. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to let that go because what if I want to do something else in the future and they try to pull the same stunt? So we got to have all the ducks in a row where we can avoid them pulling stunts like that. You're trying to get a permit, which you have a constitutional right to assemble, and they're supposed to accommodate you. Our tax dollars are paying for these people. So even if some alphabet agency has an issue with me speaking to the masses, I still have a constitutional right. I'm not a criminal or nothing like that. Just because you don't like what I'm saying, that's what the First Amendment protects me from. It protects me from punishment just because you don't like what I'm saying. So I'm going to start utilizing all of my constitutional rights and statutes. Damn that. We're going to try to make this thing happen, family. And we're going to need the whole family all over the country to come in, show up, and show out. Show out meaning let your voices be heard. I got to be very clear on my words now. That's what I mean by show out in a proverbial sense, not a literal sense. You show out by speaking what's on your mind about reparations. And we have to have some tried and tested people involved with this thing because this is a very serious issue. We can't drop the ball. Reparations is on the forefront right now, especially on the grassroots. On the grassroots, reparations is in the forefront. So we can't risk other people having events and the agenda is something else. They say reparations and then they'll get to talking and we don't know what they're going to say. We don't know if they're going to get out there and it's going to become a twerk contest. We don't know if they're going to get out there and it's becoming a boule bonanza. We don't know if these people are going to pop on stage and then Roland Martin will run out there. We don't know. Now, when we do it, you know what you're going to get. If me, Marcel, Jay, Teslin, Riza, when we come out, you know exactly what you're going to get. You know there's not going to be ulterior motives. We're not going to be co-opted by none of the political parties, nonpartisan. We're going to speak for the interest of the foundation of Black American community, and then by extension, the rest of the Black family. You see? So we got to be very focused and clear on situations like this. We see there are a lot of these Democratic shills lurking around our spaces, trying to undermine what we're trying to do, and we're just not gonna let that happen. I wish my dog shut the hell up with that snoring. Sounds like an old nigga in here. Shut up, Lulu. Shut up. Sorry about that, guys. Like, let's get some folks in here. Loud ass dog, man. Do y'all hear the dog snoring? Got a French bulldog, man. These dogs are loud as hell. All right, let's get some people in here. All right. Y'all raise your hand and we get y'all in here. A lot of y'all in here tonight. What's up, Afro Elite? I see you. What's up, Sir Major, brother Sir Major, the Black Alpha? What's up, Nordos? Shout out to Nordos. I saw some clips of you in court with those racist, Hispanic wannabe white supremacists. I saw that. Okay, raise your hand, guys. All right, let's get Onk J in here. Let's get Onk J. What's up, brother? What's up, Onk J? Oh, let me get Randy Short in next. Onk J, what's up, brother?
What's going on, Flex?
I'm good. How you doing, man?
I'm just hanging, chilling, bro. Trying to goddamn stay maintained. Yeah, Lulu over there snoring, sounding like Roland Martin after one of the fries. Lord have mercy.
So how's everything going, brother?
Everything going good, man. I was over here, y'all got your reparations claim. I'm out here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm not even sure if people are really aware that Asheville, North Carolina, had already passed a reparations agreement with the black citizens out there. The funny thing is, I don't think anybody's really picking up on it because if you look it up, most of the articles that said it had passed was in like 2019. And it's just like, I feel like I'm obligated to do something about it because, since we're banging so hard, since it's already been passed out here, this sets a precedent, especially out here for North Carolina.
Well, okay, but what does reparations mean? See, they'll do something and then call it reparations. Reparations in the form of what? What are they giving as a form of reparations?
Now, that's the funny thing because it always goes back to what we say we don't want. We need this money. We don't want education. What good is some brothers going to
So,
school out in Asheville? There's not even no predominant schools out there that's accredited like that. What good does
so
that do?
that's what their reparations. Wait, slow down. So that's what the reparations is: education.
Basically, education. It's not even really much of a big city. They're trying to get away from the red line, and I'm
It ain't
surveyed.
reparations.
It
Yeah. So thank you, but I got to land the plane because he's kind of one of these brothers that get to talking. All right, it's not reparations. Bottom line, let's not make a we got to slow down all the talking and really listen to what people say. We got to slow all that shit down. It ain't reparations. All right. So don't call that bullshit reparations. Family, when these cities start talking about, yeah, we're going to pass reparations. What exactly is that? Well, some coupons for Applebee's. Okay, that's not reparations. We got reparations. What's that? Education. That's not reparations. Move on. Just shut it down real quick. Don't do a bunch of talking. Don't do a bunch of talking. It ain't reparations. Just like with Roland Martin. HBCUs, they're suing an HBCU for 500 million. That's reparations. That is not reparations. That is a lawsuit. That's a lawsuit from some private citizens. That ain't reparations. No, no, no. And that lawsuit and the money can go to any damn body. You dig? It's not specific for foundational Black Americans who descended from slaves. Reparations is cash payments to foundational Black Americans who descended from slaves for the act of slavery. That's what reparations is. Don't let these people remix what reparations is. Let's get Dr. Randy Short in here. Dr. Short, how are you, brother?
Yes, I'm blessed, brother Tariq. Go forward, my brother.
Yes,
And brother,
indeed.
you've been kind. You haven't told the niggas that we were talking about Sunday too. 3 days.
Yeah, yeah.
You've been kind. I've watched you. I mean, I've gone in and gone off when you weren't there. All 3 days. They didn't ask them for a prep day like they said for us. We needed an additional day. So we
Right.
asked for 3 days. And they never got back on the third, and then give the third day to them, and they don't have to do anything. It is such a goddamn scam that they've run you through.
Yeah. Yeah.
My ass is in. I don't feel well, but my body will get up. We got it. We have to show these people we want our motherfucking money.
Mm-hmm.
We needs it. We needs it 100 years ago. We need it now. And I'm telling you one thing, we should do a boycott. I'm telling you, Tariq, what they're afraid of. It's not just that we do this, but that we make the damn racist capitalist system collapse. We should do a whole year. Imagine if we didn't spend our money with you bastards. You don't want us to have any money and then want the little bit of money we managed to eke out in this unfair system. Imagine some of these Fortune 500 companies that we keep alive. These damn Asians and others. Imagine if we cut them off the way we've been cut off since 1526.
Yeah. It's heavy, brother. It's real heavy. But yeah, we're going to try to put together something on November 5th, a few days right before the election. That's what we're going to try to do. We're going to push forward with this thing. I'm going to talk to my team tomorrow. We're trying to get that thing together. Let's get Afro Elite in here. Afro Elite, what's up, brother? I'm good, sir. How are you?
I just want to say, I'm glad that you're not throwing your hands up and saying, "Oh well," with the rally, and I'm glad that you're not jumping on board with this suspicious new person who's coming up with this rally too. Because to be honest, if we're not the ones leading the charge for reparations, it's not going to get done properly. I haven't been
Right.
in many Twitter spaces, but I have heard that he's trying to include Jim Crow laws as reparations, which includes other non-FBA people as well. They have a whole bunch of stuff that they claim are reparations that are not really reparations. They're just like land grants and lawsuits and things. So if we don't handle reparations, it won't be handled properly. So that's why we can't get on board with anything. We have to be the ones leading the charge.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, Afro. Let's get Juicy. Juicy Genius. Hop in,
Peace and
sis.
power to the room. Hey, King Tariq, thank you for the opportunity to speak in the space. Lulu is always snoring in your background. I don't know if you noticed that when you go live, he's normally right there, just laying up
Oh,
and
wow.
living good. But thank you again for
Yes.
coming into the space yesterday. And like I said, I just wanted to, open up a Q&A because a lot of people did have questions. And I know Brother Rashad for years, but I was not familiar in totality of the National Reparations League or the march. I had just found out about it this weekend, and it was my birthday, and I was at the
Yeah.
NAASD Reparations Summit that they held here in Atlanta. So I was just kind of getting the tail end of it, and I just wanted to open up a space. But again, I wasn't comfortable when I found out about the congressional leaders, because if they're Democrat, then that kind of adds that Democrat element, right? So just wanted to
Right.
avoid that because our issues are bipartisan. So having something that's done by us for us and it has exactly what we need and needs to be said needs to be presented in that monumental way. So thank you for continuing on with this movement. I appreciate everything you've done to help us and enlighten us, and I'm here to support in any way that I can.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, Juicy. Let's get Sister Nikki in here. The lovely Nikki. Let's get Nikki in.
Hey Tariq, I saw your post where you were saying that you wanted to get behind this as much as possible. At first, I was like, "Oh, is he getting behind the other guy who's doing the
No,
reparations?" And I was
no.
like, kind of side eyeing it. But I support you pretty much whatever you do because I know that you are definitely solid. But you know what I'm finding odd is people on these Twitter streets who have an issue with the way that we spoke on that panel. They are more concerned with how we said something other than the fact that we are gatekeeping the narrative of how reparations should be presented. And I just find
Right.
that to be kind of like agent like behavior. What do you think about that, Tariq?
Thank you, dear. That's an interesting dynamic. I haven't been listening to all of the spaces, but um, I did see some. It was some troll space afterwards with a bunch of these people who are already known agents on here. Let's be clear, we do have a lot of these agents on here, and some of these people have been identified as such. And when we see them all congregate in certain rooms to troll and all that, we know what it is. Um, with the guy Rashad, I think that's his name. Again, I don't know the brother. Might be a cool brother, might be a great brother, might be a thorough brother. The problem is we don't know him like that on the grassroots, so we don't know what his get down is, and how he's speaking about his event. Again, it's creating a lot of skepticism. People are just not comfortable and relaxed with the information that's given because it's so up in the air and nobody knows who's going to speak. And when we started asking questions, um, he threw out names like Cory Booker and Sheila Jackson Lee, and that made everybody throw the red flags up like, oh, what the hell? What the hell? He said the wrong names. If we're trying to have a reparations conversation, and you name Sheila Jackson Lee as a potential, okay, nah. So it don't look right, to be honest. I'm gonna keep it a buck. This don't look right. It don't smell right. The timing is suspicious, and that whatever. That's whatever. Fam, we're gonna have to do this thing the right way. Like I said, we're gonna start trying to push you on to push the event to have the one that we've been planning, push it to the 5th of November. Push it to the 5th of November, and I have a thorough team out there in DC who specializes in expediting permits for events out there. So we got some heavyweights on this thing to kind of make this happen because we should have gotten it already, but sometimes you need a couple of folks that's really who got the inside track to really make it happen. And I got time now. Again, I'm done with my movie, the American Maroon movie, which will be out in December. I'm pretty much done with that, so I got time now. So I think we're going to have to go out there in DC and make that thing happen. Saturday the 5th. That's what we're going for. We're going to find out if that date will be available tomorrow because that would be perfect right before the election, days before the election. The impact of that will be phenomenal. You dig? Let's see. We got a lot of other folks in here. Let's see. Let's get raise your hand if you want to get on, guys. Raise your hand if you want to get on. All right. Let me see. Let's get Icon. Let's get Icon in here.
What's up, family? I just
Oh, what's up, Icon? How are you,
I'm all
brother?
right, man. I just wanted to chime in right quick. But you notice how they like try to beat around the bush and they say certain things like coded language and shit like that. Like when they get to talking about education, like first of all, the education system is training you to be a damn worker, not an entrepreneur. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's like it's crazy. Like them folks know exactly what they doing when they do stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to encourage
Yeah,
the
of
family
course.
to not, fall for that, for the trick bag as you call it. You know what I mean?
Yes, indeed. Education is not a form of reparations, man. It's not because an education is relative. You understand? What's an education? What education are you giving me? What's the quality of education? And once you give it to me, how is that going to translate into something tangible? Your education, no matter what it is, doesn't automatically translate into a job. What is you giving me education? What, you going to give me a stack of books? What are you going to do? You see, it's too relative. No, 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 no. You don't give us education. Educate me by putting money in my pocket. You give me money. We're trying to get money for slavery. When they were beating the brakes off of our ancestors, they weren't beating them out of an education. They were beating them and making them generate money for them. Them white supremacists didn't get an education. They got money. Yeah? Let's not play that game. Well, I want the same thing you took, money. We got to be very clear. And we're not going to start, we'll talk about Jim Crow and all of that stuff later. We're talking about slavery. We got to be very specific. We're talking about reparations in the form of checks and money for slavery. We want the same thing they give to Native American tribes. They give them all types of tangibles, tax free status, autonomous schools, casinos, all types of money making endeavors. We want the same stuff. We want the same stuff you give them. All right, let's get some more people. Let's get Rakesh. All right, hop on, Rakesh. Now, Rakesh, I'm assuming you're from India. You're really raising your hand a lot, so you must have something to say, Rakesh.
If you saw this thread on Twitter that went viral, and since you are the foundational Black American, I was wondering if you've seen it. It was basically a Black American disrespecting Indian pride, you know. So I went in on him. If you don't mind me, I will put the tweet in the jumbotron where he just.
Wait, slow down, slow down, slow down. That accent sounds phony. But what's Indian pride? What Black American disrespected Indian pride? That doesn't even sound
If you
right.
don't, if you look in the jumbotron, I pinned a tweet where I responded, and the tweet says if Dahmer said he was Indian, no one would question the smell coming out of his house. So obviously, he's a racist Black American. So me and a couple of my Indian Twitter friends.
At least if you're gonna do the accent, do it better than that, dude. You're doing the accent all wrong, man. Come on, man. You got to do a better accent than that.
But Tariq, I came here to ask you about that.
This is clearly a white man trying to pretend to have an English accent. You're clearly white.
This is not English. I come from Mumbai, India. I'm a
No, you
very
know
good.
you. No, no, you
Tariq,
don't. You
you are a pants.
no, you come from Boise, Idaho. You are a white man, sir. I can hear the crystal meth cooking in the background. You're a white man. Admit that you're a white man, sir.
Tariq, you are a
Yeah.
pants. You are a pants sagging criminal.
Okay. Okay. Bobby Smith. You're a white man. Okay. I can hear the headlights jumping all over your head. You're a white supremacist pretending to be East Indian.
I call
Okay.
upon my God. Hamnini.
Corbin. Okay, you need to stop. Okay, now you have a job tomorrow working at your grandpa's pawn shop. Okay. You always have some weird job that your family had to hook you up with, some nepotism. So you have to work in your grandma's boysenberry pie shop, some shit like that, because you can't cut it on your own. You got to get your parents to help you. So it's too
You're
late to
such
be.
a nigger. You're such a
eh,
nigger.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
the
that,
honorable Rakesh. I call upon my God now. Hamnini.
okay. Calm down, Corbin. Calm down. That meth, you can't take too much of it. That's gonna make your little old pale skin itch. So you got to calm down. You got to pace yourself with the meth. All right. You gotta even it out with a little whiskey or something. That too much meth is bad for your little system, Corbin.
Hamnini Hamna. That is my God.
Okay,
That is my God.
okay. Are you in there into bestiality? Are you in there having sex with a goat? Okay, so you must live on a farm and you're playing with a a bull's bussy. All right, get off them animals, Corbin. All right, don't you be in there messing with them animals. They're gonna kick you in the stomach with their hooves
That
if
is
you
my
try.
God.
Yes, you up here trying to hump a cow, and you're gonna get kicked with them hooves, and them hoof marks ain't no joke. So you need to chill out. All right, let me get him out of here. All right, let's get some more people in here. Because Corbin is boring. All right, let's get Trey in here. Trey, what's up, Trey? Trey, what's up
Hey,
now?
how you doing? Hey,
I'm
I
good,
just
man.
want to say I've been following you for a minute, man. My family from East Compton, Luders Park, man. I just want to
Okay,
say, man,
shout
I
out to them.
respect you. But I got a question. So, how you feel about like if we was to have like a black tax, right? So like everybody that come to this country, right? 'Cause I was thinking about this with my friends and my homies or whatever, and like say like all right, all immigrants, white included, right? Latinas, black immigrants, when they come to this country, along with the reparations, this ain't got nothing to do with reparations. We need our reparations. But like, say every time they come to this country, they got to pay a black tax that specifically goes to foundational Black Americans, and this goes towards like once we get our reparation, we buy our lands. This can go towards the infrastructure to build on the land I know we getting money as well. My bad, but yeah. So like everybody that comes to this country, they already pay taxes to the government, and it's the same government that has historically oppressed us. So why not pay a tax directly towards the people who've been here way before the country even started?
Right. Well, the thing is, if that's the case, the people already here should be paying that tax. But here's the thing. Um, you know, calling it a black tax, we would have to be in a position to enforce it, which we're not. We can't enforce it right now. You have to have a mechanism in place to enforce it. Because what if they say, "Hell, I don't want to pay it"? Then what are we going to do? So that's where the power comes in. We got to be in a position of power where we can enforce um, certain things like that. That's why having a power dynamic is very important. Let's get some more folks in here. Okay, well, we got 700 people in here. All right, let's get what was this? Uh, let's get man. We got a lot of folks in here. Y'all raise your hand. Raise your hand. Let's get Black Alpha Network in here. Let's get Black Alpha. What's up, man? Black Alpha Network. Where you at, brother?
Family. Appreciate you, brother.
What's on your mind, sir?
Brother, I just want to make two observations on things I've seen. I hear a lot of people right now saying, the brother means well and, he's got the right mind. But, we're in it about getting it right, not just about what means well. We don't want means well reparations or means well tangibles. We got to get it, precise and concise, and we got to make sure it happens. That's why I salute you, brother, for, hopping over every that they put in front of us and every item on that. And then another observation I've seen about the brother is he seemed like the vetting process threw him off. And when we don't really know you and you don't know much about the black grassroots and you can't really answer simple questions, that's another cause for pause and makes everybody put our flags up. So in terms of the brother trying to, get his thing off the ground and get his reparations rally off the ground, I tell everybody out there, and I was speaking on the space earlier today, is that we have to vet people properly because we got to get it right this time. And we can't have 4 or 5 other people muddy in the waters. And that's all I want to say, fam.
Real talk, real. Thank you so much, brother. Real talk. Real talk. Yeah, man, we got to get this right out the gate. And that's why it's important for people involved who kind of have a track record that people know, people on the grassroots know in large numbers. I'm not talking about like a person that only a couple of people know. Somebody, we need people around who kind of have a track record. And again, I'm not denigrating that brother. I'm not denigrating that brother Rashad. I'm not denigrating him at all. But again, something this serious, and we've seen what happens when people who come around, and my man just really started a Twitter account just a couple of days ago. So it's in the National Reparations League. Never heard of it. How long have they been active? I've never heard of that stuff. So come on, man. We gotta be on top of this thing. What's up, different? What's up, different?
Hey, what's up, Tariq? I'm a big fan. I've been listening to you since like 2008, man.
Wow, that's what's up.
Yeah, man. So, like, yeah, bro, like, he comes to my family. It comes to my family and everything. I really showed them him colors and everything, man. I've been listening to you since you was doing the Mac lesson days.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. So what's on your mind?
Um. Well, the thing I wanted to tell you was that they giving you a hard time at the White House. It's the guy who's supposed to be getting the paperwork for you. He should record everything he do, like the phone calls, trying to check up when can he have an available day and all of that. So I was wondering,
Yeah,
could the guy probably do that to show, like to basically show what's going on? Because
yeah. You know what? And we're gonna start. We're gonna get on top of that. Again, I got another team who goes past all the BS. I got a team of folks whose job it is to just play past all of the stalling and the delaying and all of that stuff. So we're gonna put the gas on this thing and try to make it happen ASAP. Eliza, am I pronouncing your name right, dear?
Yeah, it's Elisa.
Elisa, okay. How are you,
Uh,
Elisa?
well, I'm good. And this is my third time officially speaking on Twitter Spaces. So I don't know anything about how to handle my voice level on the phone, so I hope I'm not too loud.
Okay, you find out where you from, dear. I hear an accent. Where you from?
Everybody says I have an accent, but I don't know where it came from. I'm born in New Jersey.
Oh,
My
okay.
mom and my mom is from Virginia. My mom's side is Virginia and North Carolina, and my dad's side is Georgia, and
Oh,
goes
okay.
all the way back to 1600s.
Oh, cool.
So people tell me all the time they think I have an accent, and I have no idea where it
Okay.
came from.
There you
But
go.
whatever.
Yes,
But
see.
I'm really just talking tonight to say thank you to you
Yes,
because
ma'am.
I'm new to Twitter, but I've known you now from your YouTube videos about
Oh,
2 years.
oh, cool.
I moved to Brooklyn about 3 years ago, and there was a guy. There was a church across the street from my apartment building, and one day when I was passing, he asked me, "Sister, where are you from?" And I told him, and then he says, "Have you ever heard of Tariq Nasheed?" I said, "No." And
Yeah.
he gave me 3 videos of yours. Those, what are the 3 videos the most popular? It's a while ago now.
Hidden
Anyway,
colors.
Hidden Colors. And
Yeah.
he says, "But you bring them back. Bring them back to me." So I watched them all and I took him back to the church. He was like a custodian at the church.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I watched them all and I took them back. So I'm just really glad to have a moment to say thank you.
I appreciate
And
that.
I also want to say thank you to other people I found on Twitter Spaces. I just found you all this summer. I'm very, very new to
Oh,
Twitter.
good.
And I want to say thank you not only to you, but to Juicy, because she's been very instrumental in my learning as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, Black Alpha Network, I love him. He's as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
uh,
Good. Bro.
Lioness Crown, I love her too. And so uh,
Yes.
Nikki, Nikki Noirdos. I saw what she went through in California dealing with the radio station there.
Mm-hmm.
And really, here I'm just saying thank you to everyone. And I'm so happy to have met you. I'm glad I met you.
Thank you
And
so much. I'm gonna land your plane, though, baby. I'm gonna land your plane. I had to land that plane. All right. Because you seem like you just go on and on and on. Lord, you're such a lovely lady, but I would hate to have a one night stand with you. You cute and very sweet, but if a nigga hit it, it'd take forever to get out the house from your ass. Lord, such a sweet girl. I've dealt with women like you before. Well, y'all don't let a nigga leave. Girl, I'm trying to go. I gotta. I got things to do. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. She's sweet. She's sweet. Shout out to her. I just had to land that plane. She's a sweet girl. Sweet, sweet lady. Very sweet lady. Ladies, y'all better learn how to wrap it up. Niggas be players be having shit to do. Y'all be trying to talk a nigga into staying overnight. That's she had that vibe. I'm gonna talk a nigga to death so he'll be sleeping. He'll go to sleep and have breakfast with me in the morning. No, I'm like them niggas in them old movies in the '70s. They hit it and get up. I got to split, baby. I gotta go get this money from the man. Yeah. When you coming back? I don't know. Can you dig it? I'm one of them niggas. Sweet lady though. Shout out to her. All right, what's got to get Jay in here? Why has Jay got that hot red jacket on? What's up? It's just Jay. Jay got that Kurt Franklin jacket on. Boy, that's a hot red jacket, brother. Hop on, Jay. We got to talk about your jacket. What's up, bro?
That's an orange hoodie.
Okay, nigga. That that's a hell of a bright color. This nigga like a manager at Popeye's Chicken
Hey, chill
with that
out, Nick.
fucking.
I'm only 23. Chill out.
All
Hey, but the
right,
hoes on
nigga.
campus like it though. Hey.
All right, yeah, because they think they're getting some free fucking biscuits. That's why they think you're a Popeye's chicken manager. They think you got the hookup, and they hungry. What's on your mind, brother?
Bro, I just want to talk to you about. I just joined the space. How do you feel about the Kanye and Candace Owens thing that's popped off? I think that's
Oh
more like
yeah,
shock marketing than anything.
oh oh yeah. And thank you, brother. Kanye is a contrarian. Kanye just does contrary stuff because he knows that people will talk about it. Whenever the public is one way, he'll go the opposite way. Remember when he did the famous line, George Bush don't like black people. He's going to be contrarian. Then everybody was talking about Democrats. He started rolling with Trump, just being a contrarian. So he just kind of does contrary stuff. So now he had a jacket on, a shirt on that said "White Lives Matter," and him and Candace Owens were rocking these "White Lives Matter" shirts. So they're just being contrary for the controversy. That's all that is. It's a marketing thing. It's a marketing strategy. All right, let's get let me see. Shout out to the sisters. A lot of sisters in here. Y'all hear about Tasha K? Tasha K. They said Tasha K owes the gossip columnist who sat on YouTube just lying all the time. She has that Nigerian husband, I think. I think he's Nigerian, but Tasha K sits up on YouTube. That's what I meant. Sits up on YouTube lying, and that's a thing when YouTubers they monetize their page and they have to get content. So basically, they just make up stuff about public figures. They sit on YouTube lying all day. That's kind of a cottage industry, lying nobodies who call themselves gossip columnists or whatever. So Tasha K did all that lying and lied on Cardi B, and her ignorant ass got sued. And she had to run off to Africa, and they were checking her bank account. And I saw a story talking about Tasha K only has like $1,037 in her bank account because they're trying to collect that money. And good, it should be a mechanism to stop all of these leeches who sit up here and defame. See, people think just because you're a public figure, you can't be defamed. People can say anything about you. And that case is very monumental because that's stopping a lot of that nonsense where people can just sit up and make up nonsense about you under the guise, well, he's a public figure, so I can get away with it. Yeah. So that's good. All right, let's get Kenny T. What's up, Kenny T? Let's get Kenny T in the place to be. Hop on, dear. Kenny T in the place to be.
Hi, good evening, Tariq.
Hey, dear, how are
I'm
you?
doing well. Good evening, Black family. Thank you for letting me up on the stage. I just want to say, I think it's great that we're still going to have our rally. It's much needed. Like you said, not to disparage the other gentleman, but it just doesn't sound right. And thank you for
Right.
and thank you for being an example of showing us how to play past a lot of things that come to try and be adversity against us and to for the for the most part take the high road when we can, and then when we have to
Yeah.
fight and get low, then we can do that too. That's all I want to say. Have a good evening.
Thank you, beloved. Yes, indeed. Let's get Terry, and then we'll get Life's a Bitch.
Hi, Tariq.
Hey,
Can-
Terry, how are
I'm well. I wanted to talk about the reparation as far as um, education for us, for Foundation Black America.
you?
Well, they already stated that, Black women are supposed to be most educated women in America. So we don't want their education. Most of us have our own businesses. And
Right.
we want money. So when they continue to say education, just remember most of them don't want to graduate out of high school.
Yeah. Yes,
And
indeed.
thank you,
We got
thank you.
you think we got to get money. We got to get cash money, and if I want an education, I go get it. What's up, Life? Hop on, dear.
Hey, it says life's a beach.
Oh, okay.
um, Tariq, yeah, I had a question about how do you manage your time? You are able to accomplish so much. So basically, how are you able to maximize the moment between writing a book, your schedule, emails, etc.? That's it. Thank you, sir. I appreciate everything you do.
Yeah, it's hard, man. I ain't gonna even lie. It's hard to do all this stuff, and I'm just up all day and damn near all night. So, writing these books and doing these films is very time consuming. I try my best, and I try to get the team to do stuff at my office. My assistant pretty much runs everything there, which is good. That takes a lot of pressure off me. So you got to have a good team. You got to have a good team around you to help you manage stuff. That's very important because as an individual, we can only do so much. So it's very important to get trustworthy people around you to kind of help hit that pavement and stomp the yard. Let's get let me see. Who's this? We got a lot of folks in here. I'm gonna get some new faces in here that we have not seen before. Let me get some new faces in here. All right, let's get let me see. I want new faces. Let's get Lois Griffin in here. That's a new face. Let's get FBA Techniques next. And who's this? Then we'll get Mo Trippin in. All right, so let's get Lois Griffin.
Hi, Tariq. How you doing? This is Lois. I just wanted to say thank you. You were absolutely correct in the ethnic erasure of our history and our culture. And I'm going to give a brief explanation because I know I'm going to land the plane really quick. I live in Brooklyn, and I started noticing weird stuff, especially with our artwork, like when they do the designs of the murals. This brother, about a month and a half ago, did a mural of the Harlem Renaissance right on Atlantic in Hinsdale in Brooklyn. And about a month ago, 2 weeks after the brother painted it, about 2 weeks after, these Spanish guys took and spray painted over it and put hip hop is my religion, and they put the artwork of Frida Kahlo, and they used other Hispanic, like they was doing the graffiti over it, and
Yeah,
I took huge disrespect to it. And there's been some people that's been destroying our murals, like Biggie, and somebody did something, threw some white paint on Nipsey Hussle, and then somebody did some tag on Trayvon Martin, and I'm like really like upset about it, but I just wanted to make it, give some attention to it, so people can know what's really happening because all of this is really starting to become more prevalent in the past couple of years. But
okay. Well, yeah, we got to watch out for stuff like that when it comes to these people coming in and desecrating some of the murals and all of that stuff. And also them trying to ethnically take over. When you have black images on murals and then you have people come in with Latino icons, that's a hostile ethnic takeover. That's what we're seeing with the whole hip hop thing. And Fat Joe was on the Breakfast Club doubling down on all that BS. And Charlemagne and those guys should have been checking him. I don't know why y'all don't check that dude. Envy, y'all do not check this dude. Y'all go along with that stuff that the dude says that's completely incorrect. They play this word game when it comes to hip hop. When we start talking about the creation of hip hop, they play this little janky word game. Well, Latinos was there. We was always there. I don't know what they talking about. We're not talking about somebody being there in the damn Bronx. You being there don't mean you created anything. I hope some of y'all are listening in here. If you're in here, you being there don't mean you created anything. That's a BS ass narrative. You're supposed to get credit just because you just happened to be in the Bronx in the 1970s. No. Well, such and such Puerto Rican was the person taking pictures. Pictures don't equate to hip hop. You taking pictures of something somebody else created don't mean you created it. What the hell kind of logic is that? I'm tired of this narrative where we create something and it turned out positive, and now we have to be forced to share it with people who did not contribute to the creation of it. This is a serious topic because it's about foundational Black American culture and how we need to gatekeep the culture because people come in and take what we created and then leave us with nothing but negativity. All the negative stuff they dump on us. And hip hop was negative for a long time, and they did dump it on us. Now that it has become a global phenomenon, now, well, it was multicultural. No, it wasn't. It wasn't multicultural at first. It was a Black art form, it was a Black cultural expression. Other groups did not like it because it was so Black. You understand? Now that we have made it fly all over the world, now everybody else wants to claim jump on the damn culture. We have to stop that. Y'all have to stop letting Fat Joe run around telling that damn lie. What's wrong with niggas who are scared to check these people who are from Hispanic communities who lie on our culture and then try to bogart our culture? And niggas act like they're scared of them. What's up with that, Black people? What's up with y'all? Why are y'all scared to check these folks when they're saying stuff that's completely incorrect? Yeah? Do you have a Hispanic supervisor? Are your managers Hispanic? You seem like you're just so reluctant to just offend them by telling the truth. The truth is the truth, man. If a person is offended by the truth, that's their problem. The truth is the truth. I'm not sitting here playing games and lying around people. The truth is, hip hop is a 100% foundational Black American creation. No other group did anything to create hip hop. I don't give a damn if you were in the Bronx in 1973, 4, 5, 6, 7. That doesn't mean you created hip hop just because you were in the damn Bronx. Let's stop playing. Oh, let's get. Okay, who this brother here, man? This brother got rainbows in this joint. I don't know, but I was about to let you on talk something, and I'm not knocking your rainbows, but I don't know what's going on there, brother. Let's get Okay, I don't know. You let the dogs out, and I think they're biting the sprinklers, Lexi. Hold on. Okay, let's get FBA. Well, what are you? I'm me. Let's get I'm me in here, and then we get Mo tripping.
Yo, what's good, Tariq? I just tuned in late, but I just caught that last thing when you was talking about hip hop. I don't know if anybody got a chance to see it, but it was some clown earlier trying to go through this whole spiel, trying to piggyback Puerto Ricans into hip hop. If you haven't seen that thread, well, I was firing that dude up on Tariq's page. I need to go check that out. But that's all I wanted to
Oh
say.
yeah, yeah. He was an idiot. We were debunking his ass left and right. He's a damn idiot. Mo tripping. What's up, man? Mo tripping. Mo tripping. You got something to say? Let's go once. Let's go twice. I'm gonna have to get you up out of here. Remove. All right. Up. Too late, brother. All right. And FBA techniques. Hop on, man.
Hey, what's good, bro? What's going on with you?
What's on your mind?
First of all, a lot of respect. I actually was in line to actually see Hidden Colors 5. Saw that in San Francisco, and a lot of respect on that movie. It was a good
Okay.
movie.
Respect.
I was at the first Black FBA conference, so a lot of respect to that.
Yes.
And one thing I just wanted to ask you to touch on maybe is this whole Prop 27 thing. I noticed you were talking about how Native Americans were constantly getting theirs, and now they're crying about Prop 27 not benefiting them and whatnot. And it's all about the casinos going mobile, I guess, casino gaming going mobile, which is going to tear up their casinos, which is, I mean, it's kind of messed up, but,
Yeah.
white people going to get theirs eventually. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They always gonna get theirs eventually, but and then the other thing is this whole AP report, is Associated Press report about the government playing poverty right now, talking about the debt's over 31 trillion and we don't know, and we might be broke and all this other stuff. So, I mean, if you could just, I'm gonna land my plane. You can go ahead and touch up on that, and a lot of
Thank you, sir.
respect to you, brother.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, man. The government talking about they're broke, but they damn sure got enough money to send to the Ukraine. When it comes to sending money overseas to some of these European nations, they don't have a problem. All of a sudden, they got endless supplies of money. When they want to give money to illegal immigrants who want to come over here, they got all types of housing and food and medical care for them. Miss me with that. Man, if you call a hospital or whatever, if you call a medical provider and you're sitting on the phone, they're like, yes, if you are a patient, press one. If you are an illegal immigrant, press two. If you're a Native American, press three. So you get like a special line that you can tap into and get some things. Yeah, I'm like, if you're a foundational Black American, push five. I'm waiting on that. I'm waiting on that, and I'm not getting it. So we're going to have to start creating entities like that, where foundational Black Americans can push a button. If you're foundational Black American, push four, so we can start getting some of those benefits specific to us. No lift all programs. No lift all programs at all. It has to be specific to us. All right, let's see. Let me see. Let me get some people I've not had in here before. All right. What's up, JL? I see you down there in the bottom. I see all y'all in here. Y'all in here heavy. You guys in here heavy. All right. Let's get wait, okay, I was about to have Ox in here. Wait. So Ox Fur. Okay, you're a new face. I don't remember you, but brother, hop on.
Can you hear me? Can you
Ox
hear me?
Fur, hop on. What's up, brother?
Oh, nothing much, man. I just wanted to say, man, I've been watching your movies since Shit in Colors One, man. They're really, really good. They're very, very informative and stuff, man. I mess with it, man. It's really dope.
No doubt. Now, are you, your profile says you're in Peru. Are you in Peru? Or you just
No,
that's
man.
some
No, I'm
bullshit.
in Houston, man. Yeah, that's just for the internet.
There you go. All right, brother. All right. Niggas just be doing stuff. This is Fencer page. All right. Let's get let me see. Media Assassin. What's up, Robbie Blue? I see you, player. I ain't seen you in a minute, Robbie. Robbie used to advertise his joints for my show back in the day. What's up, Media Assassin? How are you? You turned the microphone on, sir. All right. Let's get some more folks in here. Media Assassin does not have his phone together. All right, let's get let me see. Let's get Damien. You want to get on, brother? Let's get Damien in here. Damien, hop on. What's up, Damien? Okay, folks, do not be in the request
No,
queue if you're not.
can you hear me?
There we
All
go.
right,
Okay, there you go.
there we go. My apologies. How you doing today, Tariq? You good?
I'm good, brother. What's on your mind, Mr. Damien?
Well, the education side of this whole the talking about giving education as far as reparations, of course, that's silly. But I wanted to ask you, after watching the whole PPP debacle and a couple of other things, do you guys have anything lined up to where, if and when the money did come, it wouldn't end up back in their hands in, like, no time? Are there plans, or do you guys have some stuff that you have lined up to where the money can grow? The other folks got casinos, other folks got other things working their way, and we kind of got a disadvantage because we've been kind of the money leaves our hands so quick and leaves our neighborhoods. Do you guys have anything in line to kind of guide a lot of the folks so we can actually make it to that level of, let's say, casinos or some type of group economics, so we can take it to another level?
There you go. Great question. Great question. And here's the thing. When people get their reparations money, they can do anything they wish with it. If you get your reparation money and you want to go buy a big bucket of crack cocaine, You should be able to go buy that crack cocaine and smoke yourself into a frenzy. People should be able to do whatever they want to do with their reparations money because nobody questions no other group. When they get money, nobody asks, what are you doing with it? How are you spending it? When they gave Japanese people like 20,000 like per person or per family back in the day because of the people being locked in those camps. Nobody said, what are y'all going to do with the money? They just gave them the money. When they give the Native American tribes money, they don't say what you're going to do with the money. And the Native Americans, many of them be on them reservations drunk as hell. They be getting a full drink on. Nobody questions that. They get their money and do what they want to do with it. Foundation of Black Americans, when you get your money, do with it as you please. If you want to screw it off, screw it off. But everybody's not going to do that. You see? That's the good thing about us. You're going to have some people who will screw it off, and then you're going to have some people who say, "Hey, man, I got me this bag. I'm about to work this bag for me, and I'm going to make a change." It only takes one or two people doing the right thing with their money, and there's going to be several people doing the right thing with their money. There's going to be an impact. See, we look at the lowest common denominator and focus on that too much. Who gives a damn if a dusty dude or a hood rat gets that money and the chick wants to buy $8,000 in eyelashes and get her nose, her tail, her toes done or whatever? That's fine. If a nigga wants to get $20,000 rims on his car, let him get that bullshit. Doesn't matter because you're going to have some black people using that money to start businesses, and it don't take a lot. You give us a little, sometimes we'll flip that and turn it into an empire. That's the great thing about us. Even those in the hood today, everybody in the hood ain't really jerking their money off. They're people who are figuring out ways to get out the hood. And sometimes they might hit a good lick. Sometimes they might come to a good financial windfall. I give you an example. Master P is one example. Master P, living in the hood, his grandfather died, and we know the story about. I think the granddad left him $10,000, an inheritance of $10,000. So Master P got that money and opened a record store up in Richmond, California. That became the basis for No Limit. He was selling records, selling CDs, selling tapes, getting connections with the music industry, getting connections with different record buyers and record pools and record distributors, forming relationships. So he started putting out independent records off that $10,000 investment that kept growing and growing and growing. And he started selling records, and then that got the attention of distributors like Priority. So he started cutting these great financial deals and started making tens of millions of dollars. You see, it only takes a little. It only takes a little. A person to get a good financial windfall, and it only takes a little for them to do some good things with that money. And if we get reparations, we're going to start seeing some phenomenal brothers and sisters do some wonderful things with the money. Because a lot of things that hold us back is lack of resources. So people should do whatever they want to do with the money. Whatever they feel they want to do with the money, they should knock themselves out. All right, Media Assassin, you still here? Media Assassin, where you at? All right, let me get him out of here. I'm gonna keep asking for y'all ass. All right, let me give one more call. I do one more. Raise your hand. Let it be a good one. One more call. Where y'all at? All right. Seeing the hands rise. Let me see. Let's get Grinds TV in here. Grinds. What's up, Grinds TV? Grinds TV. Hop on, man.
Tariq,
I'm good. How you doing,
I'm
sir?
pretty good, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you for allowing me on the space. I was actually on Sir Major's space earlier with Stephen Fetcher Johnson, and I read into some of his BS. In fact, before Sir Major got the company on that you were communicating back with, trying to get the permit for the rally, I had called them earlier trying to see was there a way that we can publicly see the permit that you requested or whatever. Was that public information? They said it wasn't public. Only the person who put in the permit could check the status. So I think that Step and Fetcher knew that already, and that's why he started, trolling and lying and saying that you didn't put a permit through there. So we all saw his BS, but we're riding with you, and I'm excited about, you still going forward trying to have the event on the 5th, and then I'm gonna land my plane.
Thank you so much, brother. Yeah, we got to watch out for these lying Democratic shills who's lurking around our spaces trying to troll and waste time. And we just got to look at them for what they are. They're Democratic troll shills. And the objective is to dissipate our energy so we're not focused. But we're going to be focused, and their trolling and deflecting is not going to work. Anyway, man, let me get up out of here, man. It's been real. I think we had a good conversation tonight. Papi Akute and Lola Vuve to the family. Peace.